for my Priviledge project, I chose to go 1 week without internet access at home. I chose this because I know that a lot of teachers will assign homework assignments each night that require the internet in order to complete. So I wanted to see just how difficult it would be to complete those assignments if I couldn't do them at home. So here I am. On the first day, I went to the public library where I immediately, just about, noticed how busy the space was. Obviously, it is the public library, so it is shared by other adults that are working. It is shared by children and teens and families. And the hustle and the bustle and just the movement was really distracting. You know, you'd see something out of the corner of my eye, and I would look over, and it would cause me to stop what I was thinking about and then have to come back into it and attend to it. And I was able to bring another privilege that I have, which is noise-canceling headphones, which helped a little bit, but I could still hear kiddos talking or adults talking through the headphones, which it was really distracting, and that was causing me to get frustrated. I noticed that things that wouldn't have taken me as long were taking me much longer to complete at the library than they would have if I were at home, which was annoying to me because I would have liked to get done so that I could go home and relax. So here I am on the 4th day, and I'm again at the public library, but this time I was not able to get a spot far away from the children's section. I actually had to sit pretty close to it, so the noise was even louder this time, and that, again, super frustrating to me. It was very noisy, and I found it really hard to concentrate. Another problem that I didn't run into during this past week, during this project, but over the summer, I was moving into my new apartment, and our internet was taking a while to get set up, so in order to complete my summer courses, I had to go spend some time at the library, and because it was so busy some of the days, I would have to wait in order to get a spot that was near an outlet so that I could use my laptop. Otherwise, I'd be working on the floor. So if I were doing this every single day, I would probably get pretty fed up pretty quickly because I wouldn't be able to get a space to work. So I did get fed up with the library, and I went into my office early one morning on the 6th day in order to get something submitted and type up some other things. Normally I get to work at about 7:30 in the morning, but this day I went in at 6 o'clock, and my friend, the custodian, took these pictures for me because, of course, at 6 o'clock he is the only one in the building. So but one of the things I noticed was just getting to the library or just getting to my office was so time-consuming. You know, at home, I could get up, I could maybe make a cup of coffee if I wanted to, I could leave my PJs on if I wanted to, and I could sit down on the couch, fire up my laptop, and get right to work. If I was going to go work in a different space, like the library or my office, I would first have to get my backpack and fill it with all the books and textbooks and pens and pencils and highlighters that I would need, and gather all my chargers for my phone and for my laptop so that, I could spend a while there. And then next I would have to make and pack a lunch in order to spend a few hours there. And finally, I would have to get in my car and drive there. My library is on the opposite side of town from where I live, and so depending on traffic, it can take 15 minutes or it can take 25 minutes in order to get over there. So after all that is said and done, I spent, on average, about 40 minutes just getting my things packed up and getting to the other space. Now, if I'm doing that every day, I'm wasting a lot of time. That's 40 minutes I could be using just to be working on my schoolwork. And so that was really eye-opening to me, because I don't think people really think about how much planning is involved in working outside of your home if you don't have internet. And another thing is that the library closes at 7 o'clock. So if I wanted to, or if I needed to have the internet past that time, I would need to go to a place like a diner, like an IHOP that has internet that is open 24 hours, or one of my town has a lot of 24-hour coffee shops. But in order to get the internet at those places, you have to buy something there. You have to buy, either a coffee or some food. And if I have to do that often, those little items, they add up. If I've spent, $4 here or $5 there on a coffee, that quickly turns into 20 after 4 days. And that's really inefficient, especially if I'm already struggling financially. And so some alternatives for teachers to online homework assignments is to, send home old school handwritten book reports, or just books in general. They can do art projects. The beauty about art is that you can use any medium that is at your fingertips. I know some teachers send home journals. They can spend time doing journaling. And social experiments are always fun and eye-opening. And finally, just don't assign homework at all. In my opinion, homework is more supplemental than it is anything else. And while supplemental is great, if you're thinking about it and you're working, if you go home after working 8 hours a day, you don't want to continue to do another hour or 2 hours worth of homework. You want to just sit down and relax. And your students do too. They have lives outside of the, 4 walls of your classroom. They are in sports and extracurricular activities, and some of them are in plays and piano and dance. And they simply don't have the extra time to complete these homework assignments that are really just supplemental to their learning. That's really what it boils down to. They're humans and they have lives just like we do. And so finally, I have some articles that I found online that really, I think, highlight the problem of not having internet at the home, and then teachers assigning them. So if you would like to, you can pause the video and read through the highlighted portions that I picked out for you guys. If not, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to seeing what you guys have all come up with for your privilege assignments. Thanks.